Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, this is actually a couple days after Halloween. I just wanted to hop on here really quick because I did get some clips of us walking outside trick-or-treating with Dante and everything. So, Josh and I and Dante, we all went trick-or-treating. I didn't have Jew. I remember pointing that out in that video that I did not have Jew. And I just wanted to come on here and just kind of do a really quick little story time because I actually have an appointment I have to be at in just like 5 minutes. So this will be a little mini story time. So pretty much that we had an agreement, Dad and I. He asked me actually, like, Halloween fell on his day to have Jew. So I was just like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? He asked, hey, do you want to go trick-or-treating with, I can bring Jew. We can do it for an hour, even though it's like 2 hours long, I know it's going to be cold and everything because we're from, it is cold. We have like all four seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. So I'm like, okay, cool, So he asked if like, Jew can attend like, his sister's birthday party. Need I mind you guys, his sister is a teenager. She's 16 years old. So I'm just like, at first I told him, let me think about it. Let me see what's going on with that, because he gave me a time that things were starting in the evening, like up until 11 p.m. at night. So I'm just like, for 3-year-olds. And need I mind you guys, Jew has sensory issues. So he's got a lot of therapy going on right now. And he doesn't like a lot of noise. He's one of those, like, cover the ears. Like we had to do that for the 4th. We had to go into the side, the sensory side, like they actually created a sensory side for the 4th. So I was just letting him know, like, hey, let me think on that a little bit, you know what I mean? And then I'll get back to you on that. But as far as Halloween goes, yeah, we can do an hour. We'll meet at his godmom's house and then we'll go. You know what I mean? No worries. So need I mind you guys, also, I don't know if you don't know, he has a girlfriend. I have a boyfriend. So there's never been any bad blood with me and my boyfriend. As far as I knew, his girlfriend was all right when I had spoke to her that one time, but that was another situation. He kind of has her like not speaking, not saying anything, just stay on that side. No need to converse with nobody, like me, him, nobody. So, and then it's the same with him too. It's just like bitterness, like, you know what I mean? That just don't talk to me. They don't interact with each other whatsoever. They don't interact with each other. Josh actually has tried several times to interact with him, just speak, try to be respectful, cordial, and he just wasn't allowing it. So that's where that is. That's where we are. So when we come into, contact or whatever, it could either be good or it could be bad. There's not really an in the middle because it really depends on his attitude. Because I feel like there's no bad blood, period. Like, you know what I mean? This is all about our son. That's it. You want him some days, let me know. You know what I mean? If I need him on your day, blah, 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 I'll ask. You know what I mean? But Halloween was just one of them days. It was just like, at the end of the day, I now know that it was just a favor for a favor. Swap. Like, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. So as time went on, we're getting closer to the Halloween was that day. The party, his sister's party was the next day, Saturday. So I'm just like, okay, you know what I mean? So when I thought about it a little bit, I'm just like, wait a minute. It's the dead of night. I think it's like 7 p.m., something like that, to 11 p.m. All right, she's 16. It's going to be a lot of teenagers, a lot of adults. So I asked Dad, like, hey, are there going to be any toddlers there, any kids there? Like, you know what I mean? Something, where he's going to be, be able to, mingle with the other little kids or whatnot. And then it was a no. So I'm just like, okay. So if it's like teenagers, adults, you know what I mean, kind of thing, Drew's not going to have fun, and he doesn't like loud music. So I figured if there was like toddlers and kids, it would be a little bit more lower in music, lower in tone, a little bit easier. But why would it be? She's 16. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just feeling some type of way about it. This is exactly how I went. I said, I'm feeling some type of way about it. Can we compromise? Can I offer a compromise? Instant. It was just start shaking the head, looking down, like attitude. So I'm just like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you didn't even hear me out yet. Like, what's going on? Like, you didn't even give me a minute. So then it turned into, it's always something. What's your compromise? And I'm just like, okay, well, can we have, you, your girlfriend, your daughter, and then, Jew, you got all four. You guys can do something like on Sunday, like something a little bit more intimate to where he's not freaking out with the music. It's already late in the night. It's going to be freezing cold. And, I just don't want to put Jew into all of that, because also he has asthma. And when Jew gets sick, we've been admitted, it's like so many times into the hospital, which you guys seen a hospital video where Jew has been admitted for when he's gotten sick. Like, I'm trying to avoid all these little casualties, these little, you know what I mean? So I'm just like trying to offer this compromise. Like, hey, if you guys can do something like, less loud, less adults, less all this, just do a little family intimate moment for her birthday. Her birthday, first of all, is not even on the weekend period. It's actually on a Monday. So it's just kind of like, everybody's doing, well, I'm not doing anything after Saturday. And I'm like, well, Sunday, I'm not saying Saturday, Sunday, after when you get off work, I'm not doing anything. I actually have to work. And I'm just like, again, after you get off work, you know what I mean? I don't mind bringing him to you, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not doing anything after Saturday, so. And I'm like, okay. Like, well, this is going to be like a situation where, like, Jew misses out. Need I mind you guys, this is like the first time that he spent a holiday with his son, period. Jew's about to be 4 years old. He's been MIA for over a year. I haven't even had like a number or anything. No communication, like whatsoever. He has to learn Jew all over again. He hasn't spent not one holiday with him. No Father's Day, nothing. He actually had gotten the okay to get him on Father's Day, like, prior to Father's Day. And then as soon as Father's Day came up, oh, I can't take him. I can't have him. So it's kind of like, what? So why are you pressuring me so bad about your daughter's, birthday? Like, what is so going on with this particular birthday that you're all up on me on? Because he has not been to any of her other birthdays. Not one. Like, this is the first one. Jew's gonna be 4. So he hasn't seen when he was 11 months, when he was 1, 2, this is the 3. Okay? He's about to be 4. So I'm just like, so what's the pressure? Because nothing was done on any of her other birthdays, I'm sure. So, why all the hassle all of a sudden? So I'm just like, I just offered you a compromise. You're not thinking about Jew's health. You're not thinking about Jew, period. I just think it's like, because I'm second baby mama. I'm not the first. I'm the second one. So there's the first one, because obviously his daughter, because she has a boyfriend. I just think that there's some uncomfortableness going on somewhere over there, to where, like, Jew wanted to be, used, you know what I mean, to, I don't know, leave early. So I just don't feel like why the pressure to have him there that late at night, you know what I mean? So I was just uncomfortable. But that being said, he canceled Halloween. Like he did, he told me, like, it was like 3:30. I'm just like, hey, I'll meet you at Godmom's house. You know what I mean? I'll meet you guys there, because he already has Jew, And then he goes, it's canceled. That's what he texted me back. It's canceled. And I'm just like, Halloween's canceled? I'm looking like a dun-dun-dun, because I'm just like, Halloween's canceled? Like, what's going on? I'm Googling, and I'm like, no, Halloween's not canceled. Is it canceled by your house? Like, did something happen by your house? And I'm just like, and then all I got next was, we will see you tomorrow. And I'm just like, cool. All right. Heard. So has everything to do with that whole situation with the birthday, because he didn't get his way. This is not the first time. He throws fits when he does not get his way. I personally don't have time for that, because it's just like, we have our own separate lives, and you just now rebuilding your life, trying to get you to understand who you are. You should, first of all, care more about your son and his health. If you know that he's gone through all these admittances into the hospital, if you know that he doesn't like loud music because he's like got a lot of therapy going on, sensory issues, why are you putting your needs and feelings first? I'm just not understanding that. I just wanted to clear that up with you guys, and that's why we didn't have Jew. And I was like a little frustrated about it because, first of all, I wasn't anticipating having Jew on Halloween on his day, period. Like, you know what I mean? It was already anticipated that Jew was not going to be with us because it was his day to have him. So we had other plans to do other things, you know, to actually be in the city. So when he said that, of course, I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to be with my baby. You know what I mean? But don't try to give me that, like, you know, opportunity to, like, you know, see Jew, and the next thing you know, you're canceling. You know, it turns very childish, and it's just like, you know what I mean? We still got to do what we got to do. But I'm just saying, like, it was just weird. And so last minute, like, you thought, like, you know, trying to hurt my feelings or just trying to get me upset because you're upset. I don't know what the case was, but it was just like, I'm not upset. Like, you know what I mean? I just thought that was weird. Like, nobody asked. You know what I mean? So, and then to hear from other people, like, you know, around people that we mutually know, like, well, I'm not accommodating her anymore. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that for her. And it's like, you do nothing for me. It'd be those dads that just, like, you want to make people think one thing about the mom when you know for a fact, 100% fact, that's not true. Everything that you're saying is not true. We don't interact. You know what I mean? Like, you don't accommodate me. If anything, you try to, you know, I can't take him today. Oh, I'm not getting him any holiday. You were offered all holidays, but then you just, nope, don't want him. Like, nobody bothers you. You know what I mean? So don't do that. Don't make it seem like somebody's bothered over here. You've been accommodating me and doing me favors. Nobody asked you for one thing. Trust and believe you know that. So let me not make this as if I'm talking to him. But yeah, I just want to clear that up. Because I was feeling some type of way, because it was just like, I'm just tired of the childishness. And I wonder if do you guys deal with that? Moms, do you guys deal with that? Because I think that is crazy. There's actually a TikToker that made, like, I had posted about, like, she was just saying, like, I'm so mad that I'm the baby mama, like, baby mama number 2, because she was baby mama number 2. And then apparently the third girl is trying to be baby mama number 3. Like, why do you want to be baby mama number 3 when you know he's not taking care of the first one and he hasn't taken care of the second and the third one? But that attracts you to be baby mama number 3. We just don't get it. But to each his own, like she said, you know. So I'm leaving it there. I just wanted to come on here and clear that up really quick. And yeah, I do have feelings, and, you know, I don't get bothered by him, you know what I mean? First of all, it's just the fact that, like, don't play with our kid. Like, you know what I mean? Don't play with his feelings. Don't play with his health. Don't play with none of that stuff. It's not funny. Like, you know what I mean? I could care less what's going on with you, your girlfriend, your life going on over there. But when it involves Jew and you having Jew, you take care of Jew. You make sure he's good, he's healthy, brushing those teeth, bring him back to me in one piece. That's what I care about. I don't care where your guys going to dinner. I don't care where you're going to go eat. Where you even take Jew. Take him everywhere. I need you to. Okay, baby? Buy him something nice. Okay? Don't do that. Ain't nobody worried about you, boo-boo. Okay? Me and my man, we're Gucci over here. Okay? Period. That's all I want to tell you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and comment. And I'll see you in the next video. I'll answer some clips too. Bye.
think we should dress you up like a little triceratops or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna give trick-or-treating an hour.
Run, I want to see that.
Santa, you see that?
I can't really see well. It's so blurry.
Because you're breathing. This was part of the first house.
Maybe it was a mistake bringing you.
Okay, so we're out here trick-or-treating. Hmm?
We're just gonna zigzag.
Oh yeah, that's smart. We're zigzagging across the street. This one house, the first house, gave us hot chocolate, and their house was awesome.
Someone was dressed up as like the eagle. Like an eagle.
They were dressed up as an eagle?
Yeah. Like the, what?
It's building cardio for wrestling.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and wobble on up there. Just try not to fall. Can you see them? Can you not?
You can't see nothing.
You, it's like literally
He's just walking in a straight line.
Woo.
Hold on back here.
Okay, so we're making our way. We're an hour down into trick-or-treating. And I don't have June. I'm gonna get into that in a separate video when I'm like a little bit more chill and like by myself, and I can tell you why that is and why I don't have him, even though I should have been trick-or-treating with him for at least an hour. But that went left really quick, like within minutes. But so far we're doing good.